Okay, so this is gonna be manual create React app. So we're gonna manual. One sec. Need to pause. All right. So the first thing we need to do, again, I'm gonna link. This is gonna be this one here. You see, there is a step-by-step instruction on how to do it. So I would encourage to do a Webpack course maybe before this. You can find them on YouTube. Travesty Media. It's like just type in. Let me just. I'll find it for you. 1 second. I'll probably put it in the description below. Honestly, it's gonna be Webpack crash course. Yeah. Now you don't have to, but it's a good idea. This one here. This one here, like you'll just understand fundamentally what are you doing, right? Because otherwise it's just going to be like you're going to be copy and pasting bunch of code and you'll be like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? Okay, so the first time we open our terminal and we need to initialize our project. So this is very simple. npm I init, I think, right, -y. -y is just because it's automatically gonna say yes to everything. So this will create our package JSON. Okay, next thing is we need to install React and React DOM as a dev dependency. Right, so again, everything is in here. So this is step 1. You see, we initiated the project and now we're doing this thing. Okay. Alright, so next is, whoopsie, what did it say? Yeah, that's because we need to do it like this. Whoops, my apologies. Save dev, React, and then React DOM, like this. I'm gonna change it in the file so it will work. Okay, so now we're gonna monitor changes to our dependencies. Okay, so the next one, we need to add Webpack. So again, we copy and paste. This is step 2. Now, your one is probably going to be showing what's happening, like, installing this, installing that, blah, blah, blah. I disabled it so it installs a little bit faster. So it doesn't show me the progress, basically. You can Google how to do that. I'm not going to cover how to do it. But okay, because you see, like, all this display mumbo-jumbo that is happening normally takes up a bit of memory. So I want things to be faster. I don't really care because I don't want to see that progress. It doesn't bother me. Okay, so the next one is we're going to have a lot of dependencies. This is all for Babel. Now, you do not need to know what they do. Babel is just a compiler. Well, it's not a compiler, it's like a transformation tool. While this thing is loading, I'll tell you what it does, right? Babel, la 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 la. Okay, try it out, I think, right? Yeah, so you see, this is kind of what React should look like. This is old React. This is compatible with every browser. But we are using syntax, which is like this, right? And something needs to take this and transform it into this. So it works on every browser. And Babel is the thing that does that. Because otherwise you're going to have to manually write. Imagine you want to create 2 divs. You're going to have to create element div, put the ID into it, and then if you want some code, like hello world, you see, it comes up in here. And then you have to imagine div inside the div. It's so much code, it's horrendous. So it's better to do it through Babel. And Babel does it automatically, so you don't. Honestly, in today's world, there's even compilers for Angular, React into Angular. So, like, for example, you don't need to write Angular components anymore. You can write it like React component and then just convert it into Angular. But I'm not going to cover this in here. But okie dokes. So this is done. Now we need to create a file which is called .babelrc. So this is step number 4. You see, we're creating this file here. And we're gonna copy and paste all of this mumbo jumbo into it. Okay, so this, we're not gonna work with this file anymore. Next, we need to create Webpack config. So this is step 5. Webpack config.js. I'm gonna highlight this in here. And then we're gonna copy and paste. This is step 5 in the document, so you'll be able to see it. Again, this is the last time I'm showing it, but everything is in here. So you see, root webpack config. We're gonna copy and paste this mumbo jumbo into it. Okay, we're gonna save. Now, if you want to change, so dev server, this is the port where it's running. So let's set it to 350, for example. If you cover the course, Travis Media, or any Webpack course, you should understand what all of this mumbo jumbo does to some extent. I'm not saying you're gonna be like a crazy super expert of Webpack, but you will understand what all of this stuff means, basically, right? Okay. My apologies. So next we need to add commands so we can start and build. So we need a start command, and this is going to do Webpack dev server and then put a dot. Next one is build, and this is gonna be Webpack, I think, dot, like this. So this command will start this server, and this command will take whatever is in here, right, whatever is in source, and then yoink it into the output, which is going to be a public. We need to create it, but that's essentially what it does. But again, do the Webpack course. Okay, next we create a folder, 2 folders. Whoops, my apologies. So we do public, and then we do source. Okay, so in public we need to add an index HTML. We can copy and paste it from, I already have the template for it, right? So you can change in here the title, whatever you want. This is mandatory, and this is mandatory. Okay. Now, next thing we need to do is we need to go to source. And in source, we need to create 2 files. One is going to be index.js. Index.js is going to be rendering your app. So you see it's taking the root and rendering it. And we need to create our core component, which is gonna be this guy here. React functional component. Whoopsie. Yeah, there you go. Now in here, unlike the previous part, which is part 1, where we were using CDN, all the imports work because we are working with modules in here. Or whatever they're called, I don't know, I don't remember. One is like module, another one is not module or whatever. So you can use import syntax in here. Actually, it should be here somewhere, right? Yeah. Okie dokes. So, okay, this is done. We're not gonna like, my one has some React code in it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll add the code maybe later, a little bit. Okay. So the next step is, yeah. So we already done this step, so we can skip this probably. Skip this. So when you get to 8, you can probably skip it, right? Honestly, I'll just delete it. So there should be 8, there should be 9. Alright, so the next thing I will show you is that now I noticed that when I was like watching the tutorials, some people had problems with this, and that is in your package JSON, you see this main in here, you need to put ./source. If you're getting any errors, try to play around with this, and then also these configurations in here, right? Because I noticed that some people need to do this, like this. Some people do not. Some people just have index like this. And package JSON is like index as well. Now, I think it depends on the type of version you're running, I suspect. Because I know like versions change. The way they point at each other sometimes changes, so I'm just saying. I've done project and company where we had to upgrade old React, I think it was like 13, to new React, which was 18 with TypeScript, and it was a lot of fixing of paths and mumbo jumbo. Okay. So package JSON is done. Webpack is also done. Yeah, I think we're good to go, honestly. So now we can do npm build, npm run build. This should build the application, right? Okay, so it's complaining about this, I think. Oh yeah, you see, app has to be in the source. That's the problem. So now we can redo the build. Now this should be fixed. Okay, so now it's working. So once you've done the build, you're pretty much ready to start. npm start, and then that's it. It will start on 350. 3000 3500 basically is gonna be the port. And you're good to go. That's it. You're done. So that's your app. It's working your React. So I don't know, you want to maybe add some button. So in here it's completely like as if it's a create React app, right? So it's completely, you recreated basically create React app, to be honest with you. So you can do const count use set count. Apologies. Now this is completely unnecessary, but I'm just showing you that whatever it works, you know. So there you go. And that's it, it's good to go. Take care.